So, they say that the best camera is the one you carry with you, and your phone is always in your pocket. So, by that means, that's the best camera. And today I'm going for another walk, and I want to test out how I can vlog with just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. And but I also brought my Canon R8 camera, and my plan is to first walk to the top of this hill behind me, and then I'm gonna switch over to the Canon R8 and continue vlogging with that setup, and then I will compare the kind of footage I can get from both of these cameras. And today I'm shooting in Apple Log on my iPhone in HADC, so I don't need any extra USB drive, just using the internal storage. And the audio is coming from my DJI Mic Mini. It is very windy today, and I don't know, I tried to hide the mic under my windbreaker, so we'll see if that's good enough. So I'm also shooting in 50 frames per second today, just to see if that will give me a smoother footage. We have clear blue sky today, 14 degrees Celsius, but the wind is very strong and a bit cold. So there's a great view from this hill, and you can see that most of this area is farmland. Trying to zoom. This is some kind of radar tower connected to the airport nearby. Looks like a big golf ball. And if I can zoom again, there is a hill with another bunker. It's not easy to keep the camera still because of the strong wind. So there's only one kind of big problem when you're vlogging with an iPhone, and that is that the best lenses are on the back side of the phone and the screen is on the other side, so it's not easy to see if you are in the shot and to frame yourself correctly. But I got this neat little thing from Smallrig. It is a wireless monitor that I can attach magnetically to the back side of my phone. And I was using that in the first couple of shots I had. It's very neat. So I have arrived at the top of this hill, and the wind is even stronger up here. I think I'll try to find somewhere where I can seek shelter from the wind and set up the Canon R8. So the ground here is very wet and soggy, almost like a marsh. I thought if I could find a little rock or something to hide behind to shelter from the wind, maybe here. Yeah, this is better. So I was up here yesterday vlogging with the Canon R8 and this 16mm lens, and I looked at the footage. Most of it looked okay, but whenever I was moving it was very wobbly, especially in the beginning when I used the 35mm lens. And I think maybe the problem was that I had put on the lens stabilization and also the electronic camera stabilization, and I had set it to enhanced, and I think maybe those two stabilizations were fighting each other, so a lot of the walking shots was very wobbly and unusable. So and even when I used the 16mm lens, the enhanced image stabilization, it crops in too much. So today I'm gonna just stick to the normal digital stabilization and just test it out. And today I'm going to be shooting at the Smallrig 3, just like as a little experiment to see if I can match the colors on my iPhone to the colors on the camera, on the Canon. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So when I'm standing at a distance from my phone, even if I have the Smallrig monitor, it is impossible to see myself and frame myself in the picture. But the advantage of this screen is that it doesn't have to be attached to the phone, so I can actually remove it and bring it with me, and then I can frame myself in the shot. For instance, if I want to stand here, and then I can point out things like, oh, there's that radar tower on the horizon there where I used to go sometimes when I'm testing out my equipment. And out there, almost in the horizon, is Feinstein Lighthouse. It's on a small little island, and it's a lighthouse out there. I can see that there is a slight delay on the image I get, so I can only use it for like framing myself. But even when I started walking back towards the phone, the image on this little screen still showed me standing back there. And also in bright light, it is almost impossible to see anything on this little screen, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, so I'm quite impressed with the footage I get out of my iPhone. Have been wondering if I should upgrade to the 16 Pro, but I realized I don't need it, because this quality is good enough for my use, and I'm very happy with this phone, and I have had it since it came out, and yeah, there's no reason to upgrade. Maybe if something fantastic happens to the iPhone 17 and it's just incredibly good, and everybody keeps talking about it, yeah, then maybe. But those few gimmicks I've seen with the extra button on the side of the phone, that's not enough incentive for me to upgrade. And even if some of the lenses have a bit more megapixels, no, it's not convincing me to change the phone. The only thing I do regret is that I only went for the 256 gigabyte version of the phone. Wish I should have chipped in a little bit more to have a bit more storage, but oh well, I can manage if I just remember to upload all the pictures and videos whenever I can. So my phone is starting to run out of battery. I have discovered that when I'm shooting 4K video, it drains the battery very quickly. So I'll be switching over to the Canon, and then we can compare. I think I'll keep the tripod in the same exact position and try to mimic this setup, and then we can compare the different shots. So now we're on the Canon R8, and we're, of course, this lens is much wider compared to the 24mm lens on the iPhone. This is the 16mm RF f2.8 lens, and yeah, I try to tweak the settings. I'm shooting in 50 frames per second, and I keep the shutter speed at 1/100. I have a very cheap ND filter on the lens, and it looks okay on the screen, but I don't know if it's focusing. Yeah, it looks like it's focusing on my face because there is a square. So next thing, I want to go back down towards the car, just go around that little hill there and take a slightly different route back to where I parked the car, and I will be vlogging handheld with this camera, and we'll see what kind of footage I'll get. Okay, so I'm holding the phone. I'm holding the camera on a little mini tripod, just to get a little more distance to the lens, and right now I'm walking with the sunlight directly behind me, and I'll probably be all blown out. But tell me how does this look? How is the stabilization? Because I'm only using the electronic stabilization in the lowest setting. When I'm out shooting videos, I normally stick to just the normal color profile, because I always fail when I'm trying to color grade. But I thought I should just give it a little try, just like a test today, and see what kind of footage I can actually get in this mode. I'm planning to just apply the LUT from Canon and DJI. No, from Apple and Canon. I'm not planning to do anything more fancy than that, because it always turns out bad. And another thing I have noticed is when I'm color grading if, no matter if because I have a Mac Mini 4 that I use when I'm editing my videos sometimes. But a lot of the videos I just edit on my iPad, and because it's very easy. I can just sit in the sofa with the iPad on my lap and just do some easy quick editing. But what I've noticed is when I finished editing the video, and I just scroll through the timeline with all the LUTs and all the adjustments, everything looks great. But then when after rendering and downloading the finished video, it very often turns out darker, so much more darker than I saw on the screen. And I don't know, and I don't understand why that happens. So I think I walked myself into a very soggy area here. See, it's a lot of moss and mud. And it looks like there's a little canal of some sort here. But I don't think there's any water. Oh, there is a little water, but we can just jump across. Okay. So I also like to film some POV shots when I'm out walking, but that's normally when there are more interesting things to see, like if I'm walking through a big city or in a museum or something like that. But all I have to show now is this very boring and monotone landscape, all the green colors and not much else. But all these trial and errors are just part of my learning process, and I've been getting some very good advice from some of you who have watched my videos, even though my videos are only watched by a handful of few people. So well, but I'm grateful for anyone who bothers to spend time on my watching my wobbly videos and my listening to my rantings. So I have been filming with the 24 to 105 millimeter lens a lot lately, and I I like to having the possibility to zoom in and point out things on my way, because even though the 16mm lens is perfect for this kind of landscape videoing and photography, because you get all the views, but everything looks so small in a distance. So for instance, if I wanted to say something about that farm over there with the red barn, it's just a tiny little dot on the screen. But if I had the 105mm lens, I could have zoomed in and shown you what I'm talking about. So, but the problem with that lens is that the shortest focal length is 24mm, and if I want to do some walk and talk videos, occasionally filming myself, it is a bit too narrow. So the 15 to 30mm lens seems like something I should really check out. I'm not going to buy any expensive L lenses, even though they are weather sealed, because well, if it's raining, I don't think I would be walking around with this camera anyway. I would probably stay indoors, or at least just use the DJI Action 5 Pro camera instead. Okay, so the wind is back. Oh my god. So I hope this wind doesn't destroy all the audio in this video. I have the wind muff on the microphone, and I have the microphone under this jacket, and I realized that it might be a bad thing if the jacket muffles all the audio, or if when I'm walking, if maybe if there is some scratching noise from the fabric. So that's something I won't discover until I get back home. I could of course have attached a set of headphones into the camera and checked the audio, but I didn't bring any. So, oh well. I'm getting a bit cold, so luckily the car is I'm almost at the car now. So I'm back in the car, warming up, and I was thinking that I made the same trip yesterday. I walked to the same spot, and yesterday I was shooting in the normal color profile with the Canon R8, and I also used the DJI Action 5 Pro, and I think I will put some of the footage from yesterday into this video, just so we can compare and look at the footage in the normal color mode compared to the C-Log 3 and the Apple log on the phone, and also yesterday I was shooting at 25 frames per second, and when I looked at the footage after I came back home, I thought it looked a bit jittery. So I'm thinking if I put all this footage into a timeline, into a 25 frames per second timeline, so maybe I can make like a comparison video. I don't know yet, we'll see. But I think it's time to start heading back home. Thanks for watching. So this is the Canon R8 using the 35mm lens with a lens stabilization turned to on, and I also have the digital camera stabilization set to enhanced mode. I'm shooting in normal color profile, 25 frames per second. So the light is fading quite quickly now, even though we will have daylight for quite a few more hours, since it's getting close to midsummer. But because of all those dark clouds, and I can even see some rain on the horizon over there.